go on to the short vowel ah. Let's hear how the vowel short a, ah, should be sounded. Position your tongue low and slightly forward in the front part of the mouth, with the tip positioned behind the lower teeth.
Ah. Ah.
Tell the students that the word antenna begins with the ah sound. Take your index fingers of both hands, place them on top of your head, and wriggle your fingers. At the same time, say the word antenna. Emphasize the ah sound. Ask students to do the same antenna movement and say ah. Tell them to use this movement when they say or hear the ah sound. Tell the students they are now going to learn the ah sound. Show only the front of the sound card for ant and say the word ant. Emphasize the ah sound. Ask them to listen for the ah sound at the beginning of the word and repeat it in ant. Tell the students that you are going to say some words that begin with the ah sound and some that do not. Ask them to say ah and do the antenna movement when they hear the sound at the beginning of the word. Here are the words: ant, act, nut, apple, fun, add, hit, at. Say the words one at a time and be sure to leave enough time between saying each word for the student to respond. Tell the students they can also hear the ah sound in the middle of some words. Say the word cat, emphasizing the ah in the middle of the word. Ask the students to repeat it. Tell the students you are going to say two words. One has the ah sound in the middle of the word and the other does not. Say the words man and pin. Ask students which word has ah in the middle. Tell the students that you are going to say some words that have the ah sound in the middle of the word and some that do not. Ask them to say ah and do the antenna movement when they hear the sound in the middle of a word. Here are the words: bad, hat, nut, red, fat, hot, fit, rat. Leave time between saying the words for the student to respond. Tell the students they should say ah and do the antenna movement when they hear the ah sound in the middle of a word in the verse you are going to read to them. Here is the verse. The fat cat likes to nap. She can nap on my lap. She can nap in Dad's hat. She can nap on a mat. Repeat until the student can identify all the middle ah sounds in the verse. If you are sure that the students can recognize the ah phoneme, you can go on to teach the letter or grapheme that corresponds to the sound. Give out the sound symbol card for ah. Show the back of the card. Point to the small a and say this is how we write the letter for the sound ah. Point to the capital A and say this is how we write big ah, which is for important words like names of cities. Point to the word ant and say this is how we write the word ant. Point out the letter A and say this is how we write the ah sound at the beginning of the word ant. Give out the Cadiddles writing practice sheets for little a and big A. Point to the small a and say this is how we write the letter for the sound ah. Point to the capital A and say this is how we write big ah, which is for important words like people's names. Give some examples like Anne and Andy. Ask the students to practice writing the small a and the large a on the practice sheet.